Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It's episode 124. Welcome back to the show. Hi guys, what's up? It's Jacqueline. Happy first Tuesday of 2021. I don't know why that's a big deal. Is this like a national fucking I don't know why I said that. Anyways, happy Tuesday. If you're new, I'm here 7 days a week. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and head over to the Apple Podcast app or Spotify. I feel like you can subscribe on Spotify too, and subscribe to the show if you haven't already. And head over to patreon.com/TJMS to support the show and get access to my exclusive Patreon only content. Last night, I recorded a little raw home video for Patreon. I'm going to start doing videos on there of behind the scenes stuff. So go check it out. Once again, that's patreon.com/TJMS. All right, let's get into the show. I have a random array of things to talk about today. Let's just get into it. My triceps are on fire. I did a Travis Elliott yoga workout yesterday, and I woke up and I had a line in my arm that I haven't seen in 365 days because I honestly my arms were like blubber last year, so I was so excited, but I'm so sore. That's the current situation. Guys, I don't have coffee today. I have nothing fun to drink other than water. It's midday. I just hiked. Let's just get into it, I guess. I have so many random notes. Let's talk about last night. Yesterday was a podcast work day, Monday, first Monday of the year. I got a ton of shit done. I was just on my computer forever trying to, I have to get a new license. I started my taxes. I worked. I was laying on my stomach on my yoga mat for a good 5 hours working on shit. And I worked on Patreon stuff, which I'm really excited about releasing all this new content this year on there. And yeah. And then last night I watched Ozark. I'm really running through this. Guys, once again, I don't have a crazy, what's the word? Not even crazy, but I don't have I've got my notebook sitting next to me here. Now, this was my baby, the first, what was the last episode I really wrote in? 70? Yeah, 75. And I relied on that every day because I had stuff to talk about. And now I just have, I have stuff on my phone, in my planner, a couple notes on this, but whatever. I'm kind of trying to do it off the top of my head. Whatever. Last night I watched Ozark. This is not important to tell you guys. Whatever. Jacqueline, chill out. Girl, maybe it's that I'm going to blame this on my lack of, I don't know, I didn't nutritionize before that. I have no nutrition in me, nothing. I got too excited to come home and podcast. I didn't eat. Bad idea. I'm already starting to feel it. I'm going to pass out on this episode. I might have to do a pause here, crack a couple eggs, put them in a pan, get fucking nourished, because this is what happens. This is why I know I found my passion. I literally hiked, I don't know, good hour and a half and on coffee. Okay, I had coffee and then I got too excited to podcast. So I came home and immediately did this. I don't know. Okay, so last night I watched Ozark. I'm on season 2. I'm catching up because I guess, is there a new season coming out? I think I heard someone DM me. They're like, are you watching the new season? I didn't realize there's still seasons coming, so I'm excited. I'm not a big Netflix person. I don't sit and watch Netflix shows. I know, is that annoying? Is that when someone's I don't know. What's another annoying thing people say? I don't watch Netflix, or I don't listen to music, or some bullshit like that. I just don't. I watch podcasts on YouTube. That's my thing. I watch YouTube videos, and every now and then I'll watch a movie on Netflix, but I'm not a big show watcher. But Ozark, it's so good. Have you guys, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, but I'm sucked in. And I honestly think it's because it's so dark. The lighting in it is amazing. First of all, the cinematography, the videography, whatever you call it, is so moody and cool. I love how they shot it. But it's not really scary. And I think the reason why I'm doing, because this is why I don't like watching Netflix shows that are dramatic and dark and scary. I live alone. I don't like to watch shows alone that are like that. I'm going to watch a Netflix show and go to bed. I don't want to have nightmares all night. So anyways, this show's it's nice because Jason Bateman is such a normal, wholesome looking dude. And even his voice, is that the actor in it? The main guy? Bird, the last name, Marty Bird. Yeah, Marty Bird. This is going to be annoying if you haven't seen the show, but he's like a normal dude, like a dad, like one of my friends' dads, so it doesn't feel scary, even though people's heads are getting blown off every 2 seconds and it's, people are dying left and right. It's an aggressive, what's the word, violent movie. Jacqueline, it's a TV show. Netflix shows are like movies. Let's be honest. I feel like they're like a fucking 20-hour movie. It's amazing. So I watched that last night, and then guys, I downloaded Hinge. I worked around the system because I was banned. I honestly think the guy, I told the story before. I got banned from Hinge. I emailed them. They said I violated the terms and conditions. I read the terms and conditions. I did not violate them. I think a guy I went on a date with said I assaulted him, or I don't even know, like some terrible thing, which is not true. So whatever, last night I'm like, fuck, I'm going to download Hinge again. Cause I'm just like bored. It's honestly out of okay, Tinder is trash. And I like on Hinge how people write more stuff. Like it's a better app for dating app stuff. Dating and fuck. Okay. So I worked around the system by using, my mom's phone number without her knowing. And then I realized, because you have to use your phone number, that's why I can't log in. I can't even do it, make a new account, because they send a verification code and it immediately recognizes my phone and it's like, you're banned, bitch. You can't get in here. You can't make a new account. So I used my mom's number and I was like, oh fuck, she just got a verification code. So I'm texting her and I think I sent her a voice note last night. This is like at 9 p.m. I'm pretty sure this woke her up because she sleeps at 6 p.m. every night ish, 6 or 7. I said, to check your text, did you get a code from Hinge? She's like, what is Hinge and why would I get a text? Hinge is a dating app and I can't use my phone number anymore to log in. So I have to use any number, right? So I put in yours. And then I just put in the verification code, and that way I can create a profile. You won't get anything. You won't get any emails, text messages. It's just for... This is desperate. This is actually sad. So I used my mom's phone number to make a Hinge, and then I realized I used the wrong phone number. I had to resend it. Anyway, she sent me the code. It worked, and she's like, if her boyfriend found out, he'd be hurt. And I'm like, it's not like my mom's using this dating app. She can't even get in because I have passwords now and it's, she couldn't even log in. But she's like, if my boyfriend found out, he'd be hurt. She's like, hope all goes well. Flame, thumbs up, heart, surfer babe, emojis. Love my mom. So shout out mom for hooking me up. It immediately, here's the thing. I was, like I said, it's like 9 p.m. I'm making a Hinge profile, and then it's not as exciting as I thought. It wasn't great. The pool of men right now, I don't know what's happening. It just wasn't, it wasn't what I thought. Because the last time I had it, well, I don't know, it's just like, the app totally changed. I was, okay, what am I trying to say here? Let me work this out. It seemed like there were better options on Hinge, and I know that sounds superficial and dumb, but I feel like you have to pay for it. It's guys taking it more seriously than just Tinder type bullshit. So last year when I had it, it really worked. I liked it a lot, and I went on a few dates. All the guys were great, but except for the one we all know, the man who will not be named. Anyways, but last night wasn't it. I was like, this was worse than fucking Tinder. And I thought, you know what I might just do? I might put pictures of my podcast art, whatever thing. What's it called? My cover art. And just promote it. Just fucking promote it. I podcast 7 days a week. The Jacqueline Monroe Show, patreon.com/tjms. I could fucking, you know what? I bet I could get, and then a few pictures of me, but I probably could get, I could grow my audience through Hinge. Is that, I'll probably get banned again though. I'll probably get banned again for, that'll be, I'd be violating the terms if I was using it for personal gain and whatever business. But I don't know, you guys, I could tell you what I wrote on here. My most controversial opinion. I thought of this in 2 seconds. Soup sucks. Soup sucks. I don't do soup. I do at a Chinese restaurant, I'll do that miso, or an Asian restaurant, you know how they give you the little broth, the little tofu rolling around in it. I'll do that. I'll do my grandma's chicken noodle soup. Excuse me, it's her championship soup. She calls it championship soup. It's like her best soup. I do that. I remember one time my dad made 5-hour chili. I'll do that. I like chili. See, that's different than soup. But I don't know, I'm not a big soup person, so I wrote my controversial opinion because you have to answer a little stupid prompt here to complete your profile. So my most controversial opinion is soup sucks. I don't know. I geek out on JRE, fucking trying to, track the men that all listen. I mean, everyone I know listens to Joe Rogan, but I feel like that people might be like, oh, she's, we can watch JRE together. Yeah. So yeah, I did that last night, passed out, went to bed, slept amazing again on my new mattress. Slept great. I woke up early. I think I woke up at 6. Yeah. Woke up at 6. Both of my stocks that I'm looking at right now. Have I told you guys I don't know if I've talked to you guys about what stocks I'm in, but I had a couple press releases come out, which I was excited about. So I had a good Monday in terms of that. Like my investing stuff. I don't know. What do you call it? My investment portfolio. I was like, shit, I got a couple PRs to read today. That's a press release a company will put out. There's news about a company, and then your stock usually bumps up after that, or things change. So I was up early looking at my stocks, reading stuff, make coffee, and there's a notification, speaking of which, from my stock. That's kind of wild that happened just now. What is it at? It's up 6%. Cool. All right. So I did that, made coffee, got all dressed and ready to go on my hike. I did laundry today. I headed up north. You guys know the drill. I have a specific laundromat I go to because it's clean and they take my visa because I don't fucking collect quarters. I don't like collecting quarters. I don't like putting quarters in machines. If your laundromat doesn't have a card swiper, I don't go to it. I hate feeling like I'm going back in time, and I don't like feeling it. This sounds fucked up, but I feel poor. I feel like I have to pinch pennies, collect quarters to fucking do my laundry every week. It's just a lot. And you know what? Here's the issue, Jacqueline. You have a laundry option here, and I think it's $25 extra a month, which is so worth it. You know what? I'm gonna call my landlord. Let me write this right now. Laundry. Call landlord. Put her name. Yeah, like I don't know what I've been doing. I think I like the ritual though. I like going to the laundromat because I drive up to where I used to live. It's like this nice thing. So I did that before my hiked. No one was out there. Marine layer was crazy. Couldn't see anything. I was I was at the top of the hike. You look out, you can't even see the ocean. Like it's completely foggy. Waves are huge again. It was great. There were just mostly like surfers and old people doing their morning walks and me. So it was chill. I did it for like an hour and a half. I listened to Michael Costa, one of the Rogan episodes. I don't know. One of the latest ones. Felt great. I was caffeinated, energized, had done my laundry. Good morning in the stock market. Started my day out like that. Drove home. Immediately got excited. I showered and got all ready for my podcast. Here I am. So let's speed you up to some notes I took. This is last night when I was watching Ozark. Wait, it's on my phone. Okay, so, and I also have I asked for topics on Instagram to talk about today. So I'm going to mention, or I'm going to go on about some of those that you guys sent me. Here we go. Oh, I remembered that I said a few, like back in November, October when I first started this, that I'm hiring staff in 5 years. So shoot me a DM if you'd like to work for me. In 5 years, I'm hiring staff. At first, so I said strictly diversity hires. Like if you're white, I'm sorry, you're not. I won't be hiring white people. But honestly, now I'm getting sick and tired of I just looked at. I was joking, obviously. It's because of the times, and I was saying that only diversity meaning no white people. Does that make sense? I think we're all on the same page with why I said that. Jokingly, obviously, but I'm really getting sick and tired of how everything is and this should not come. It's probably going to come across like white privilege, racist, whatever you want to call it. But I was just looking at Bon Appetit on YouTube again, and I don't think they hired because they had a big scandal last year. I forget what happened. I think the CEO of the company did some fucked up shit, and all the main people, a few of them stayed, I think, but a lot of the main people, because they had an amazing YouTube channel. I don't know if anyone watched Bon Appetit's YouTube, but they had a really cool thing going on. But there was a huge scandal. Anyways, what I'm saying this for is, it's like they purposely didn't hire a single white person on the new staff, and it's almost too obvious. And I don't know. I guess a lot of people would argue, well, you know, that's how we feel whenever we see people on TV. There's only mostly white people, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I should read the comments. I was reading the comments on a few of the new videos, and it's just something about that. It's even Joe Biden, what he's done with his new cabinet. Is he even going to be our president? I still don't even know if he's going to be our president. Was that racist? God damn it. Am I canceled? Do you guys know what I mean? It's an obvious play. Everyone's doing it now. These companies are it's in your face. No white people are getting hired. Am I allowed to get offended about that? I'm not even offended. I'm just kind of really? Come on. Okay, I just remember a TikTok I saw that I want to show you guys or play. Because I'm on this racism topic somehow and diversity. I don't know how this came up. I'm not trying to be offensive, but just hear me out. This is kind of a cool take or something that's, I don't know. I learned something when I listened to this. Black woman say this, so this is interesting. Someone commented on her video, white privilege and climate change are real though, it's not up for debate. This is so off topic. I was just talking about Bon Appetit and me hiring people in 5 years. I don't even know why I said that. It was a joke at first. I just remembered it last night, so I was oh, I should bring that up again. Shoot me a DM if you want to work for me. Guys, I don't even know how I got here, but this woman rebutted, or she replied, and this is what she said. Her name's Kaylee.
No, white privilege does not exist, and it hasn't in a long time. Literally, as a black person, you can get free money to go to school solely based off the color of your skin. As a black person, you can literally trash a white person and get applauded for it. If you're a white person, no, absolutely not. You would get your ass handed to you. Black people literally sit here and play the victim. Poor me, I can't get a job. Oh, poor me, it's the white man's fault that I can't do this. No, it's poor you because you're lazy. You guys can literally sit here and burn and loot and steal things and absolutely get away with it. If a white person were to do it, you guys literally get away with making white people kiss your asses for something you weren't even alive for. You do realize white people were also slaves too. So stop playing victim, get your ass a job, and pay for your own shit. Because white people, or I, or taxpayers, do not want to do it. Now off my page with your victim.
Anyway, she's talking about being a victim. And I just like how she said it's, I'm seeing it, speaking of TikTok, I'm seeing it all over how you'll see a black person. Why the fuck? It's 2021. This is so last year, but you know what? Let's still talk about it. Whatever. It's on the mind. I keep seeing these videos of black people literally saying racist things about white people, and they can get away with that. They can get away with it, but we aren't allowed. I'm not saying It's not, neither of it, none of it's good. It shouldn't, none of it's okay. I'm just saying that there's like a trend, like especially last year, that white people are racist and da 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 da, and we can talk about that all day long, but you know, and the white privilege, she was mentioning that. It's like, no, black people can literally get money to go to school just because of the color of their skin. And I remember I got, it was like 3.8, three sport athlete, all honors classes, good SAT scores, leadership class. Like I was top of my class, right, in high school. And there's like 6 kids that were not white, and this is just what it was, this is facts, that got into the university I want to go to. And I knew a lot of them like didn't have sports. They were average, right? And I knew that. Some of them were my friends, and I think one of them was a star football player. Yeah, he was. I think he even played or tried to walk on there. But you know, here I am, like I had everything on paper right, but I'm the white girl. I don't know if that was why, but it just seems like there's a lot of opportunities for minorities out there that it's not like white people have that advantage. I don't know, but apparently just because our skin color is white, we just have it better in life. I don't know. You could argue it both ways. Fuck, I feel awkward talking about that at all. I don't like to touch racism because I just think it's, I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as the media tells us. I don't think it's I think it's been just overblown so much, and it's almost like the more we talk about, the more racism there is. And now the white people are getting really pissed off. Fuck. Okay, so yeah, why did I write that note? Just because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hire staff in 5 years as a joke, and then I fucking talk about diversity. Another thing I'm seeing is a lot of people on TikTok making sense about how there's 2 genders, and if you think otherwise, you like the people that flip flop back and forth. You gotta they have like bracelets that distinguish what to refer to them as that day. Like, are you a she? A her? A she? Her? A he? Him? Or a them? A they? Them? Like, they are. It depends on the day. They're a different gender. You know, that whole thing. Well, a lot of people on TikTok are making videos about how that's actually a mental health issue. You can go see a doctor. That's not normal. And I'm starting to see a wave, like a big movement of people with some common sense saying, why are we making everything, why do we have to accept everything and make everything okay? And that we don't, I don't know, because it's uncomfortable. Like it's not normal. Like, well, fuck, that's the point of it. It's like, well, it's a new normal. It's a new, fuck, I don't know. It's like too open-minded. It's starting to sound crazy when people are wearing bracelets and you have to make sure you check their wrist before you say she, he, them. What? It's very confusing. So I'm seeing a whole movement on TikTok right now that's like, or the best thing is when like this. Let me go play a TikTok. I don't know why I'm on TikTok so much today, but let's just find it. I think I liked it. This girl like basically she wrote on her, oh yeah, she made a video and she's like slicking her hair back. She's like short, I don't know if she's a lesbian, if she's straight, whatever. Or she's like, when I can attract both genders. And she like slicks her hair back and looks all cool. This is the audio.
Damn, I'm smooth. Both. As in two genders. Good to know.
Good to know. This girl made a video in response to that, like, oh, 2 genders. Like, a lot of these people out there are saying, oh, I can attract both genders. Well, you're saying 2. There's 2. Oh. Or people with coronavirus. The only COVID cases are men and women. That's it. I don't know. I don't know. I feel annoying. Why did I get on this? Leave me a 1-star review if you're offended. I get it. By the way, go leave a review. It helps people find out about the show. It helps me out. Yeah, if you're offended just now, please write me a terrible, just like, this girl's racist, she's, you know, transphobic, and just go for it. You have my full permission. So I wrote here, I don't trust people who eat popcorn with one piece of popcorn at a time. I don't know why I thought of this. I think I was watching, I saw a commercial. This is what I saw a commercial, and it was like I think it was like a medication they were trying to sell, right? And this woman's like eating one piece of popcorn, and she's just like all like for the camera, all cute, right? I'm like, if you eat popcorn one at a time, I don't trust you. I can't be friends with you. I don't even want to look at you. Like, what are you doing? Use a spoon, you fucking psycho. Eat popcorn with a spoon. I don't know how else to say it. Like, that's the way to do it. So yeah, I'm just kidding. You guys, it's a handful. You use I don't know why I said spoon. You fucking take your hand in there. Do you ever just find yourself chilling alone eating popcorn going, first of all, my mouth, like I can fit so much popcorn in at once, but when I'm alone eating popcorn, it's disgusting. First of all, when I'm alone eating compared to when I'm out at like a date, I'm just like sloppy about it. And then as soon as I'm in front of a cute boy, I'm like so dainty and I have so much etiquette and like poise with how I'm eating. I'd like to say I do that alone, but not always. A lot of times I'm like, I could be laying on the couch eating. I don't like to do that. I like making myself dinner, setting the table, like sitting down. I'll probably have, a podcast on or some sort of thing on, but it's usually sloppy and just like, ah. Do you guys catch yourself though with popcorn just like barrels in your fucking face? Ah. I have a bottomless stomach with popcorn. I can eat I have no breaks. I could eat an entire, I haven't done it. I haven't been to the movie theater in a while, but when I was little, I remember we get like the refills like 6 times during a fucking movie as a family. And I'd have my own. I'd be like fucking 12 years old with like giant barrel of popcorn in front of me, just pounding it. So that's a fucking random thought I had. People, because that commercial is like, oh, eating popcorn one at a time. Ugh, fucking annoying. Don't do it. Okay, this is a thing I have to do today. I'm going to create a cleaning schedule. I don't know why. I've got this little cute apartment, right? But cleaning is just such a bitch. And I feel like it's because I've been deep cleaning it once a week since I moved in. But I'm realizing I should probably pick one area a day to focus on, or like have one day of the week that's specifically laundry. That's it. One day of the week I'm like wiping down my fridge. One day of the week I'm doing my bathroom, like getting my fucking shower tiles. I hate cleaning. I keep talking about my shower tiles. I need a device. I honestly think I need some power tools. I need a high powered drill with a little spinny brush on it to do my shower tiles, because I'm speaking of a tricep, speaking of burning triceps, that's a great workout, cleaning shower tiles. So yeah, I feel like I read a little thing like adulting tip, some bullshit like BuzzFeed thing probably. Make a cleaning schedule. So like or it's like you've got cleaning and then a certain day of the week you go to the grocery store, just very routine. I kind of like that idea because, as you know, I work from home, I podcast from home, everything's from home, every day kind of feels the same. So when I have a set routine with cleaning, I just feel like I know what I'm doing every day instead of random, like, I'm just kind of, what's it called? Improvising it. Whenever I see something needs to get done, I'm like, because sometimes what I don't like when I get overwhelmed, like I have to do it all at once, especially on a Saturday when I want to chill. I don't want to have to clean everything. Maybe I'll do, I'll like mop. I'll do like floors really good on Saturdays, vacuum mop, get the bleach out, really make the place smell good. I feel like that's my favorite shit. The reason I like cleaning is I like to sit and inhale the fumes. I lock my door. No, I don't. No, I'm kidding. In my bathroom, when I'm putting the Pine Sol in the toilet, I'm just like, this is, it's great. It just, and then throughout the day after you clean, it smells like cleaning products. I love it. In fact, I'm in a fucking Windex today. So since I've been home, I have a giant mirror. I think you guys might have seen it in some pictures. It's like 6 feet tall. It's fucking huge. It's really dusty and I haven't cleaned it yet. So I think I'm going to hit the Windex in a bit. Holding my water here. I got a DM from someone. I think he owns a water company. He shot me a DM about, oh no, not Crystal Geyser, because I had a picture of me drinking Crystal Geyser on Instagram. He's like, oh, not Crystal. And I'm like, I like it. Crystal Geyser natural spring water. It works. I like it. It actually tastes good for bottled water. I don't know. I buy the gallons of it. It's easy because it's 1 gallon a day. I buy like 10 of these a week. Just, okay. This is the most cancelable this podcast. Now I'm going to have the climate change people, the fucking climate people coming after me, the plastic people coming after me. Fuck my life. I talked about racism. I talked about trans stuff. Now I'm talking about buying plastic water bottles every week. God damn it. Do I delete this? Do I take a chance? Do I risk it all? This will get buried. I podcast 7 days a week. This episode will be in the trenches. You'll have to really dig it up to find. But then it's like, here's the thing. Nowadays, everything's documented and you can trace it and you can find it. And so people like, was it Jimmy Fallon, or like people from the past, Shane Dawson got canceled from shit like 10 years ago. People will find it and they'll use that against you in the future. Here's the thing. I don't come on here to offend people. I come on here to make you happy and to make you have, I don't know, have fun, be entertained, whatever. Just listen to someone else talk about life. Like, that's why I'm here. I have no intentions to like, oh, I buy plastic water bottles because I fucking hate the planet. Because as you know, right now, while I'm drinking this, I've got my fucking laundry hanging. I don't use a dryer, okay? So I'm helping the planet in that way, killing the planet. You know what? And am I going to be that millennial? Am I going to be that ignorant person who says, not in my lifetime, bitch. Not in my lifetime. I just don't see how. I don't know if I have a lot of hope right now in the future of this country, this planet, politics, everything, because it's just been a shit show over the last year. But I know one small change can make a huge difference, of course. And guys, it's not like here's the issue. I bought a water filter. I talked about this like in September, and it was faulty. There was a defect and so I had to return it. And my jackass self was like, I'm not going to buy that one again. And then I never bought a new water filter. So I buy bottled. And you know what? Every fucking podcast host I watch has about 10 water bottles on the table, bottled water. It's usually like Crystal Geyser, Irish Spring. That's soap. What's the other one? The other one's worse. Mountain Spring. It's like the red wrapper. So whatever. Okay. I'm following the trends. As a podcast host, I gotta stay relevant. I gotta have fucking plastic water bottles on my table. Anyways, but I am in this headspace where I'm like, okay, I'm 27 this year. Holy shit. They gave us 7 years. Remember that countdown they put in, I think it was like New York City, the 7-year clock that happened in like July or early last year. 7 years until we all can't breathe and we're all gonna die because of the fucking layer on the what's it called, the Earth oxygen layer, whatever. What is that called? The atmosphere is gonna be so thin because we're fucking gassing it up with all this cow shit. I love how they just say how cow shit is the methane from cow shit is causing the planet to collapse and fucking go to hell. I like how I just remember watching one of those documentaries, vegan it was probably a vegan one. I was vegan for 3 years, There's another reason to hate me. Why'd I go back? I like meat. I do. I grew up with meat. I like meat. I feel better when I eat meat. Not to sound like fucking Joe Rogan, but, and all the boys. You know what? A lot of people out there eat meat. I didn't like how I felt. Honestly, my health, I noticed you could be like, oh, you weren't doing it right. But I was raw vegan for 6 months. I was raw till 4 for like 2 years. Mostly fruits all day. And then at night I'd have things like sweet potatoes, rice, lentils. I was never eating fake meat like Impossible Burgers. Well, they didn't even have them at that point. This was like an 02. No, I was in like probably like 2015, 2014. I was eating natural, everything good. I felt great, and got to the point though where I was like, my nails weren't growing. I had headaches all the time. All the time. I could not stop getting headaches. And I was like, okay, well, I'm technically eating all healthy, like natural whole foods. But what's happening here? And then I started eating fish, white fish again, sushi, that type of stuff. And then chicken, red meat, all that. And I felt better. And I feel better that way. So you can't win. Do what works for you. And back to the guy about the water. He goes, oh, that's too bad. It's full of chemicals or something. And I said, I wrote back. I said, so is the air you breathe. And then he said something back. And then I replied, I don't remember what he said. I could just read it. And then I said, my elders, my relatives have all lived past 100, like 103, 102. They drink tap water their whole fucking life. They smoke cigarettes. They ate meat. They ate meat and potatoes and pie. And they made it to 100. I feel like a lot of this, I think what's happening is a lot of people are learning about science and biology and how the body works and how your gut works and how your brain, all this shit, which is amazing. I think it's smart to, and this is probably why we'll live to 120. Because we're going to make these changes after we have this, we've acquired all this new knowledge and we're going to like make changes now and probably live longer. But at some point you can't do it all. You can't be 100%. And I'm not apologizing for drinking fucking Crystal Geyser. I like it. I've been drinking this shit since I've been doing Mountain Spring Water, Crystal Geyser since I moved here. I don't know why. It's just like in the store. I buy it. I do like other waters. I could go into my favorite. I like Essentia. I'm a big Essentia bottled water drinker. I like, what's that? Flow water in the box. That's great. I used to buy alkaline water in giant jugs. I should just do that again. I need a dispenser. Guys, don't worry. Here, I'll win you over right now. I'm going to go on Amazon, writing this down, call my landlord, making a cleaning schedule, and I'm going to buy a water filter. I've had it. That's it. That's my fucking Tuesday. What am I going to do after this? Probably make a coffee. Oh my God, I need to eat. I'm going to cook breakfast, make another coffee, and work all day. What are you going to do? It's Tuesday. First Tuesday of the year. I got my workout on. I got my podcast on. I got my rants out. I got it out. Probably going to take some pics. I'm addicted. I love taking pics now. I get why people do it. Like, I've been taking pics forever, but what I mean by taking pics is taking out my actual nice camera and taking pictures. I'm like, it's got a blurry background. I look better. It's higher quality. It's cute. It's fun to like do a little photo shoot. I need someone to come I'm now at the point where I'm going to actually say yes to photographers and be like, sure, let's do it. Let's shoot. They always send me a DM. Let's shoot. And I always am like, it's not my thing. I don't want to do it. I never could take that seriously. Like, I don't want that shit to go to my head. I don't want to be like an IG thought. That was my biggest fear as a young person. And now I'm like kind of trying to do it to promote. I'm trying to look, I got a podcast 7 days a week. I got to make content every day. I might as well take nice pics. It's fun. I enjoy it. I fucking enjoy it. Got a dump truck outside right now. I haven't talked about the San Diego waste management system in months, but they were here yesterday. So that means they're here every day. It's confirming that they're here every fucking day. And I did have a guy doing parking tickets outside a couple minutes ago. I didn't mention. All right, guys, I'm going to button this up. Yeah, if you're new, I have this conspiracy going on in my head about the San Diego waste management system because they pick up garbage 7 days a week. I swear to God. It's like, I swear to God. No joke. I hate when people say that, but every day there's a dump truck outside. It's either recycling or garbage, and I'm confused because I'm like, it's supposed to be once a week. I haven't actually looked into it and found out. I tried one time, but I couldn't get past their website was crashing. It wasn't working. And I don't understand their schedule. So anyways, I'm going to button this up, call this episode 124. I just want to say something because I'm not a complete jackass. I'm not a complete lunatic, reckless, don't give a fuck type of person. I do give a fuck. This is the thing you have to understand. I have it in the back of my mind at all times that my words, the words I choose, matter. They are important. I should think before I speak. I should be careful about what I say in terms of being respectful, kind, loving, all the good things. So I realize, and part of this podcast is a bit testy for me. It's a bit risky for me because I have a professional job. You guys might not know this, but I'm not just a podcast host. Like, I've got other shit going on. So I'm trying to be myself, speaking my mind. I think I go places. I get out there sometimes in the deep end where the sharks are, where I'm saying things about racism, diversity, transgender. What was the fourth one? Fucking plastic bottles killing the planet, climate change. I get into these topics and I get a little bit like, pull the reins back. Think before you speak. But you know what? This is maybe the lesson today was, it's not the end of the world. It's okay to speak your mind, but you can't. I feel like I did okay. I just put out there, I'm trying to make you guys happy. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just saying, just spitting facts. Being honest. I don't know. That's it. I think that's the thing that keeps me going on the show, is as long as I'm being honest and real with you guys and myself. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Like, that goes for anyone out there. You're not going to make everyone happy. You're going to piss people off. And I have to release that into the world. Just be like, or let that go. That's why I am totally down for the 1-star review. Go ahead and do it. I'm down for it. 5-star review if you like me. 1-star if you hate me. I don't care. That comes with the territory, and I've said this so many times. The willingness to put yourself out there. Like, you have to be willing to receive kickback and hate, or whatever you want to call it. I don't like to say haters, but to be successful, if you're not willing to do that, you can't have a career in this shit. You won't get anywhere if you're just people pleasing the whole time and being, keeping yourself in this little tight box. Because people like that edge. People like edginess. People want to hear people like to listen to other people say what they're thinking, but they can't say it because of their, how do I say this? Maybe because of their profession, they don't have anyone to talk like that with. They don't. I don't know. I like that shock factor. I don't think I even did it today that much, but I like when people speak their mind and they're just like, that's what it is. It is what it is. Do I still want to keep going? Oh, I never talked about the topics you sent in. Damn it. I got a lot here. God. Okay. So we're going to keep going just for 5 more minutes. State of the world mentally. Talk about that. No. Or I might. Or if we are using this time to reset our minds and priorities, or something different. I think the state of the world mentally right now is 2021 is just as big of a piece of shit as 2020. Like, not much has changed in the world, not to be negative, but it doesn't really feel... It'd be different if 2021 was like, mask off, fucking no restrictions, vaccine works, everyone's healthy, and everyone's out in the wild again in a normal way. But that's not the case. I think it's going to take 6 months, maybe the whole year, to get back to quote-unquote normal. I just think that we can't have lockdowns. We can't have this shit for the entire year. If that happens, the state of the world mentally is going to be in the shitter, probably worse than 2020. I would say we're just at the beginning of the shitstorm and the repercussions of what happened last year. It's all going to start unfolding, especially with, the eviction crisis. It's coming along. It's probably going to happen. It's going to be a thing. The poverty, unemployment's already a shit show. It's like the fact that people filed for unemployment. I can't even believe this. I don't know how people are surviving. People filed for unemployment in March and April, and they haven't even received benefits yet. Like, how does that even... What the fuck? For that long? And the... anyways, I don't want to keep ranting, but I just really think the state of the world mentally is kind of in the shitter right now. I think people are they're on the little teeter-totter. Like, that's me every day. I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm having a good year so far. Everything's been fun and good. And then I see a news headline and I'm like, fuck, back to the shitter. It's still, but that's what you can't do. You can't glue yourself to your TV or social media and follow the negative shit. That's all you're going to ever see. Learn that lesson. Don't keep repeating it. That's why I don't really pay. I follow Meet Kevin on YouTube. He tells me everything I need to hear. He's a cool guy. He's not a CNN news anchor. You know, he's not a Fox News. He's just a normal dude, speaks facts, talks about the world and politics and current events. And I really like him. I follow him. I see people post on social media, and then that's about it. It's not like, okay, so what am I saying this for? Whatever. Just stay on your grind. Stay focused on what you can control. I preach this all the time. Talk about the OnlyFans movement. I'm supportive. I don't honestly have any problems. Well, how do I say this? It's not for me. I would never do it, but times are tough. You gotta do what you gotta do. And honestly, if you gotta flaunt it, you know, as they say. And I think you have to go into it knowing that this might bite you in the ass, your reputation in the future. And if you've made peace with that, if you're ready for that, if you don't even care about that, then you're golden. Do your thing, make your money. I mean, the amount of money being made on OnlyFans is fucking insane. It's stupid. That's the only word I can say. It's like when I'm hearing numbers like $100,000 a day, I'm like, are you fucking, like, who wouldn't do it if you got tits and ass? Like, it's not that I would never do it, but I'm just saying, like, I see why people do it, and I see why there's a movement. And, you know, it's also about, like, female empowerment, the female body, and not, you know, what's it called? Objectifying. Well, that's basically what it's like women taking their power back and being sexy and confident and not, they're capitalizing on the weak, what is it called? The male gaze, or it's a thing. It's never going away. There's always going to be hot women on the internet, undressed, and I'm all for it if you're okay with if you're good in the head, if you've made peace with the future of what the repercussions might be and your reputation and how you're going to feel and all that stuff, then go for it. I don't care. What are humans seeking? My mom asked me that question. Hi, Mom. Happiness, fulfillment. I think fulfillment and happiness to me are two different things, but those are my two. I think a fulfilling life, like the collective, like all the things you do throughout your day, your year, the little puzzle pieces that make the picture of your life, I think that is so important for like to be fulfilled. I think you have to have a lot of good things at play instead of like chasing, I don't know how to say this. Okay, when I say a lot of things at play, I mean, and I heard I think it was someone I was listening to a podcast was like, 20-year-olds, people in their 20s should not talk about quality of life. They should be down for sleeping on a fucking mattress in a basement, grinding, not getting much money, just having a shitty quality of life, because that's part of the deal. You got to suck it up in your 20s and suffer. But I honestly think that, you know what, I'm not willing to do that. I'm all about quality of life. I think that's one piece of the puzzle. You know, your environment, your lifestyle with your day-to-day things, like, you know, your physical environment, your apartment, your house, like that's important to have a good feng shui and a good feeling when you're in it, and it's clean, and you've got enough things around you to support your health and your well-being, and you have a couch to lay on. Like, those are important things. If you can manifest, you know, I think that's a piece of the puzzle that helps. It just makes your life comfortable and you feel good. That's fulfilling to have that. So that's one thing. I think job, purpose, like career, huge, probably the most important. How are you, and within that is like, how are you being of service to other people and helping other people? Because all the studies, all the psychology, all the research says that. In fact, I found a Napoleon Hill quote here. I'm going to read it to you guys. This podcast just dragged the fuck on after I was going to end it. I follow Hill Thoughts on Instagram. Napoleon Hill. First big girl book I read out of high school was Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. It's a great book, but this is, I think, from the book. So only the highway of useful service leads to the city of happiness. Psychologists who study human behavior have concluded that we are happiest when we are striving to achieve success. It is the act of striving, not the successful completion of the task, that provides the greatest psychic rewards. When you strive to achieve success through service to others, you multiply the benefits to yourself, and you ensure that whatever road you choose in life will ultimately lead you to success and happiness. There is no occupation or profession that will not benefit from a concerted effort to better serve others. But the greatest benefit will be to you in the form of the self-satisfaction that comes from knowing that you made a difference, that without you, others would never have received the service you provided. That's on fucking point. Like, that is it. So back to the puzzle piece of fulfillment in career and purpose and all that. I think if you're on the grind, like I'm happy on this grind where I'm not looking at any sort of end result, any shiny thing in the end, in the end of the tunnel or whatever. It's just the grind. What does this say here? It's the act of striving, not the successful completion of the task. Like, I like the process of this. I know, like, a lot of people preach that it's about the process, it's not about the end result. Like, I'm actually living that now, and I finally get it. The completion to me is like, oh, what's the big shiny thing at the end you're trying to get? And that's not part of this. I like that. I like that I didn't put some huge end goal, like, I mean, I guess you could say I want to do this for a year straight. So that's one way to, I guess that would be the end goal. But I'm not like seeing that right now. Like, oh, can't wait to get to the finish line. But when you, so there's, he basically said when it multiplies, that fulfillment, happiness multiplies when you're helping other people. So I know I'm helping other people. Not only with my job, because you guys, again, I have a job, but I'm doing it with the show. I get DMs all the time. You guys like this. You relate to me. It helps you. You look forward to it. It's fun. There needs to be people out there on a microphone talking to people in people's ears. I know it got me through some of my worst days. Listening to podcasts make my fucking day. I'm just one of the people that stepped up to the plate, said, I'll do it. I'll get on a microphone. I'll talk about life. I'll talk about shit. I'll do it. I don't care. I'll fucking do it. So that feels good. So I got lifestyle. I've got career, mission. I've got, let's see what else in the puzzle. Community, huge. Probably biggest of all. Community, friendships, family, relationships, love. That's huge. And then fourth would be, so you got lifestyle. Fourth would be health. I put health in the fourth one. Like, vitality, waking up and feeling amazing and not, I'm doing so many hand motions on YouTube right now. But yeah, I'd say health is the other one. So that to me creates, if you have all that at play and doing well, you're happy. You'll probably be happy. And if you're not happy, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Like, throw out the puzzle and try again. I don't know. But chasing happiness, I think, is the wrong. It should be chasing. I don't know. You shouldn't be chasing. My mom asked me the question, what are humans seeking? I'm like, well, happiness and probably happiness. It's a deep thing to think about. Or it's not a simple just find happiness. There's things that make the choices you make will either make you happy or sad. Everything in life is a choice. So those choices, the different pieces of the puzzle I just mentioned, make good choices around those topics and those ideas of lifestyle, career, community, and health. Those are the things. I'm doing little jellyfish hand motions. Fuck! This podcast is so long. Those are the things that are important that will make you happy. Last question, poly or... I just saw it earlier. Let me read it. Poly versus monogamy. Oh my God. No, thanks. I'm not going to answer that. I did an entire class in college about this. Polyamorous relationships, and it's like all the poly kids took that class, and I'm sitting there going, I'm into monogamy, I'm not into polyamory, and they were all raising their hand telling stories about their relationships. I'm like, holy fucking shit. It's like, what's that fucking show? 7 Wives. What's the guy on that? His name's like Dale or some shit. Sister Wives? Is that the show? Couldn't do it. Never could do it. And you know what? Shout out Aubrey Marcus for putting me on Sex at Dawn. You know, he used to talk about his open relationship and, you know, humans aren't made to be with one person, all this stuff. And you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't read Sex at Dawn as a child to know about all that human psychology, biology fucking stuff. How we're meant to be on this planet, like, with our partners. I grew up on fucking Disney, okay? I was watching princes and princesses fall in love, and that's what a bitch wants, okay? I don't want to have 7 boyfriends. I can't, it's not for me. So to answer your question, monogamy. I'm into that. Yeah, that's it. That's how I'm going to end the show. Shout out. What's the definition though? I just want to make sure I got this right. Polyamory, I mean, basically, you guys probably know what this fucking is. The practice of engaging in multiple romantic and typically sexual relationships with the consent of all people involved. I'd be the one not consenting. I'd be like, fuck this. No. Monogamy. This is such a long show. I don't think I've done over an hour in a while. Is this even over an hour? Monogamy, the practice or state of being married to one person at a time. Hell yeah. Hit the like button if you're into that shit. One person at a time. No drama, no chaos. No keeping score, keeping track. Wondering where your fucking partner's at. Who's it going to be this week? Not into that. Again, this is why it's the cancelable episode. If you're offended because I don't like the poly thing, then fuck yeah, leave me that 1-star review. Talked about racism today. Talked about transgender today. Talked about plastic, how I use plastic today. Talked about open relationship. I mean, whatever. I hit a lot of topics I don't usually talk about, so this is a little test run, a little test drive. Tried my best. I'm posting it. Episode 124. That's it. Stick around. No, I don't do patron shoutouts until Friday. I used to say stick around if you're a patron for your shout out, but I do that Friday. Speaking of which, go to patreon.com/tjms to support the show and get access to my Patreon exclusive content. Patreon. I like that word. Patreon. I'm releasing a lot of new stuff this year. Go check it out. And then head over to YouTube. Subscribe. I'm here Monday through Friday on YouTube. And leave a review on the Apple Podcast app. That's it. Episode 124 coming to a close. Happy Tuesday. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I will talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye.